The Coca-Cola 600 is right around the corner, and Michael McDowell just unveiled his paint scheme honoring our nation's heroes.
The car turned out awesome, right? And I'm not just saying that because I'm driving it, but very patriotic, stands out. Really thankful to Delaware Life for allowing us to do this, and really everybody at Group 1001. There's a tremendous amount of veterans that work at Delaware Life and for Delaware Life and Group 1001, and we get to honor them on the hood, as well as having the fallen soldier on the windshield and on the door. So there's a lot that's going on with this weekend, and a lot of folks that we're trying to honor. And it's one of those weekends that puts everything in perspective. The 600's awesome. It's a tough day, but when you see all the pre-race activities and you meet the families of these fallen soldiers, and it just puts everything in perspective. And so thankful to be able to honor a lot of men and women this Memorial weekend, and trying to do our best on the racetrack as well. And I think the biggest thing is Group 1001 has a lot of veterans that work inside the company, and with that, they've established support groups for them. Whether that be counseling, whether that be just being able to work through that as a group, and creating community, and community is such a big part of it. And so they've really come alongside the veterans and support them and all their employees, but in particular their veterans, with special programs to make sure that they're taken care of after they've served. It's very emotional pre-race, and just all the activities and the families that are out there. But then you switch those gears. You really do. You get in the car and you lock in. And you want to honor them with a great run. You want to honor your team and partners and all those things. But when race time happens, you just switch those gears, and you get laser focused. And 600 miles is tough. It's a tough race, and a lot of transitioning from day to night, and cars and track and rubber, and you get your money's worth for sure.
Talk about how you kind of go about preparing for this race with this group, and expectations going in, given your success last year.
Well, we have high expectations, in particular just because we've had so much speed at our mile and a half this year. Obviously, Carson and I both have a pole this year at mile and a half, so we've qualified well, and so we have the speed in our cars. And going from Texas to Kansas to now Charlotte, we feel like we're building momentum and confidence in our package and what we need to do, and fine-tuning that. So going into it really optimistic, just because of the speed that we've had. The last couple mile and a halves for us have been really strong. So, but Charlotte's its own beast. It really is. It's unique in how it changes and how sensitive it is to sun and track temperature, and so experience becomes a big part of that, of knowing how it's going to change and what you need to look for. And I feel like as a group we're prepared, and we're still learning. There's weekends where we get done and we're like, man, I thought we were here and we needed to be here, but I feel like we're honing in on all that.
You can catch this year's Coca-Cola 600 this Sunday at 6 p.m. on Prime Video.